Well, hi everybody, this is Tim Mai, CEO of DoDeals.com. So I want to first start out and give you a free hug for today. Yay! Alright, I am excited about this. Today is our third day of the 12 sneaky tricks to finding great deals and cash buyers. And so today is your trick number 3. And so far you've learned how to find landlord buyers for rent ads, and you've also learned how to find wholesale deals from different websites and things that I gave you. Today we're gonna teach you now what are you going to do with those deals. Okay, so what you're gonna do with those deals is you're gonna post Craigslist ads for those deals. All right, and when I say Craigslist, I'm not limited to just Craigslist. Depending on your area, Craigslist might dominate in your area, or Backpage.com, or eBay Classifieds, like whichever website, or maybe all of them that are active in your area. And if you're not sure, just post on all of them. Okay, Craigslist, Backpage, eBay Classifieds. You're gonna post ads on these houses, on these wholesale deals that you found in the last video. Okay, you're going to you want your ads to always be on top. So if you're posting on Craigslist, you might have to post like 10 ads a day. Okay, so that way your ads are always on top for people to see. Okay, and you don't have to post the same ads for the same property. You can post different ads for different properties, because if you have duplicate ads, Craigslist doesn't like that, and they'll delete your ads, or they won't display it. Okay, so all the wholesale deals that you found, you can post ads for all of them. So like each ad for each one of them, right? Or you can have, if you only have 1 or 2 properties, you can post for 1 or 2 properties, but change your ad up, like say different things in the ad. The primary things that you want to say is basically, handyman special, cash, worth, I don't know, whatever that value is, okay, worth $100,000, asking $50,000, okay, and then your phone number, you ask them to text you for information. So just say, text me for more information. And the reason why I want you to ask them to text you is so you can have their cell phone number. So when you have a property, you can just text it back to them. And that make it much easier than trying to email it to them or call them. A lot of times they don't, reply to their email very quickly, or they don't answer their phone call very quickly. But text goes through really fast. Right? That's the new technology now. So ask them to text you so that way you have their cell phone numbers. You can say other things like desperate, must sell fast. House worth $100,000, needs about $15,000 repair. Asking $50,000 cash, and text me at this number. So just change your ads around. I'm just giving you some example, but the point being is that make sure your ad stays on top. So post often, post different ads, different properties. And when you post these properties, here's one thing you have to be very careful about. Okay, it's not legal for you to post other people's properties that you don't have control over. Like you don't have a contract on it, or you don't have equitable interest. You're not an owner of the property, so you don't want to post a specific address. So what you want to do is you want to just say homes for sale, or like plural homes. Okay, and you can also put the street and the city and the zip code, but not the street number. So like instead of posting 123 Main Street, Houston, Texas, you would put Main Street, Houston, Texas. Okay, so that way it feels like there's a real property, but they don't know exactly which property it is. You can also post the pictures of those properties on there as well. You can post like different pictures, so that way it doesn't look like it's one property. Okay, just to stay legit. Okay, and so when you post these ads, you're gonna get a lot of buyers that's gonna call you, and the buyers that calls you, they're either cash buyers, they're buyers that wants to do owner financing, or they're retail buyers. And so you want to ask them, okay, how are you planning to to fund this deal? Okay, how are you gonna buy it? Okay, are you buying to buy it as a rental property? Are you buying to live into it? Okay, so that way you have an idea of what your buyers, who your buyers are, what they're looking for. And then you're going to put them into a spreadsheet, whether it's a Google Doc spreadsheet or your Microsoft Office, whatever kind of spreadsheet that you have. You want to put it in there, you know, the name, the phone number, the email address, what type of buyers they are, how much money they have or have to put down, how they're going to fund the deal. So you want to know those information, right? What type of properties they're looking for, so that way now you can send them other properties. Okay, and then so once you have a buyer that's interested in a specific deal, you can then contact that wholesaler that has that deal and say, hey, you know, I have a buyer, that I want to that's interested in the deal that you have right now. Okay, are you open to, you know, paying me not a commission, because if you're not a real estate agent, don't use the word commission. And don't even use the word referral fee. Okay, just use the word marketing fee instead. Okay, will you pay me a marketing fee to bring you this buyer? Okay, so so by doing that, you have just now brought value to the table. You brought a buyer to the table, and most wholesalers will say, yeah, I'll be fine with that. So you can ask them, well, what's the least you'll take on your deal? Right? Let's say if they were asking $50,000 for it, and they say, well, the least I'll take is $45,000. Then you can ask them, well, if I sell your house for $50,000, do you mind if I keep that $5,000 as my marketing fee? Okay, and so if they're cool with that, great. If they say, well, the least I'll sell it for is $50,000, but if you can sell it for $50,000, I'll give you $2,000 or $3,000 out of that. So that's great. So just talk to them. Different wholesalers work differently. In worst case scenario, even if they say, well, the least I will take is $50,000, then say, okay, do you mind if I mark up that price to like $58,000 or $60,000 or $55,000 or $53,000 and sell to my buyers and keep the difference? And most all wholesalers would say yes to that. Okay, so I hope you enjoy that. If you have any questions, clarifications, submit it below, and I'll answer them, on one of the follow-up videos. Okay. All right. I hope you enjoy it. Again, here's your free hug. Yay! Go out there and get these deals. See ya. Bye.